Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Game Pass Grab Bag, your weekly podcast reviewing games from the Game Pass collection, bringing you three unique perspectives from varying skill range. I am the gear of this episode, Andrew. With me are Boomer, Keith,
Hello.
and the one whose
Did it
gears
work?
I really grind, Liz.
Hey guys.
Welcome back, Liz. And yeah, you worked, Keith. You were a little laggy
Okay.
there. You're good. You're here. This week I picked the game. This has been a game that has been on my list that I've wanted to do for this podcast for a very long time. And now that they came out with this remastered, I was like, let's finally do it. And this week we played Gears of War Reloaded, which is a remaster of Gears of War Ultimate Edition. That's the one it was called. But this version is essentially just better coat of paint. I think it's like 60 FPS, 1080p, really just kind of improved frames and fidelity. And that's kind of about it. And it's also now on PlayStation. So we might have some PlayStation people listen to us this episode.
Wait, so was this the first
Welcome.
It is the first one. Did you not know it was the first one, Liz?
one? No, I thought there'd be more story.
Well, I guess we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Gears of War Reloaded, as I said, is just kind of a remaster, but it is obviously based off of the original Gears of War done by Epic Games. This remastered is done by the Coalition, which is the studio that has now taken over the Gears of War franchise. But yeah, the original story of Gears of War, you were playing as Marcus Phoenix, who just recently got pardoned out of prison after, you know, a terrible invasion happened on this planet. And you figured you were going to be rotting in prison, but you know, humanity is really on the brink of defeat, so they will take anyone. So they re-recruited Marcus Phoenix, and he's back into the war to fight the Locusts and send him back down underground.
But like
Going
13
around.
years after the war started, right?
14 years, yes.
14. Okay.
Yeah. But going around, I guess I'll start this off, whether this is a game or pass. This is a definite game. I actually forgot how good of a co-op game this was. I have a lot of really fond memories of Gears of War. Not even so much of the game. I just have like core memories of me and my best friend Dave, who has been on this podcast multiple times. I remember when this game came out, I didn't know anything much of it, but I remember he called me and he was like, "Hey man, I really want to play Gears of War. We should play Gears of War tonight." He's like, "I'm gonna go buy it." And we tried finding a Best Buy off of Route 1 in Lynn, which if you know that area, it is awful. It was heavy raining, and we stopped at multiple stores, and nobody knew where Best Buy was because this game was originally 2006, so this is before we had smartphones. And I just remember we almost crashed multiple times. We finally got literally the last copy of Gears of War, and we played it all night. I don't even remember much of the game. I just remember that memory of us going on an adventure, literally getting
So
to
it's
Best Buy.
nostalgia.
Yeah, just the nostalgia of the memory.
Who was driving?
Dave was. He had his good old Toyota Corolla.
Oh, I remember that in old Corolla.
Yeah, he's always had a Toyota Corolla. But anyway, yeah, this is a definite game. Back to the actual game. It's just a ton of fun. Like I forgot it. I even booted up the original because it's like, oh, how much is different in the reloaded version? Not much. It's obviously like prettier, but it's still same story. Like they redid some of the cutscenes, and it's also way brighter. The original game is really dark. Like it's just black, like a lot of blackness everywhere. But it's a great game. Super fun if you have someone to play with. This is a great co-op game. I'll stop talking.
I guess I'll assume my traditional second place here. I'm set. It's a weird thing for me because there's nothing like this is definitely it's not even like it's not a game. It's just for me, whatever one of my weird things. It is a game, but I also don't really love it. Like it's a series that I feel like I'm supposed to just be like, man, Gears of War, this is great. This is the coolest thing ever. And it's fine. It's fun. I like it. But I just don't find myself engaged in it. And honestly, I'm sure it gets pretty interesting. The story is fine. How the heck is this a first game in a storyline? There is nothing that makes any sense. But I guess,
Oh,
but
yeah.
also if we're going to take it back some 2006, whatever. So it is a game. I just think, I don't know, be ready to be mad about my score, I guess, probably.
I'm gonna give it a definite game. I was listening to the end of our Gears 5 episode because I wanted to know what I gave that game. And I forgot that I really didn't like playing it by myself. I only really like playing it co op. This game, I loved it both ways. I had fun playing alone, playing with Andrew. I mean, it's always funner playing with somebody else, but I thought they could get away with having less story because it is such a short game. But one of my big things that I love in games is humor. And that funny drunk guy, he was a hoot. I feel like they had the humor. I love the graphics. I mean, the story that was
Wait,
there.
what funny drunk guy?
He at one point they were in the building and he had to have the lights on
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was like
Oh, yeah.
flickering them, like
I
turning them off on
completely forgot
them.
about that guy. I love he's the one that resonated with you.
Yes, because he was just so funny. And I also love that a lot of like the insults and stuff are stuff that I haven't heard in ages. Like, when's the last time you heard someone call somebody an nincompoop? Or even a
That's a good word.
numbskull is another one. And also there are some sayings from that time that I'm like, oh, this is where it came from. Like, back in your hole. Like I've definitely heard people way back in the day say that. And I'm like, where did that even come from?
Well, that could be an old Happy Gilmore reference too,
Oh,
because he would
That's
yell
true.
at the ball to get in your
I
hole.
don't think I've seen that.
But yeah, I liked a lot of the dialogue. Like there is a weird level of humor that runs through it. Like the back and forth just banter between Baird and Coltrane. They just kind of like they're like buddy cops basically, where they don't really like each other but they do.
Yeah. But getting into the story, I mean, because I have some things to talk about here. Because I forgot how disjointed the story is. But yeah, the story of Gears of War, as I said, this takes place on an alien planet. So I guess technically this game is a sci-fi game, but you really wouldn't think of it. But it's a faraway planet with humanity on it. The planet's known as Sarah, and humanity has lived on this planet. Little ones waking up. But humanity has lived in this planet for obviously since the beginning of time, I guess. As far as I could tell, there was no space travel, and these are people from Earth. But anyway, there's these creatures that have lived underground, known as the Locusts. One day they've decided enough is enough, and they've risen out of the ground and have decided to take back the planet of Sarah for unknown reasons, if you've only played this first one. And, they've essentially brought humanity to the brink of extinction. Since the Locusts live under the ground, they can pop up anywhere. So they've literally been able to just appear in the middle of cities, wipe them out. Oh. Liz will be back. But they've essentially wiped out most of humanity. Hold on.
Do you want to pause a few minutes to give her a chance to get back, or?
Yeah.